And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They go to Elliott again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
Yeah, that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3-and-out. They did. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Shift together here from the D-line. Prescott looks to throw on first. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And he gets it down to the 32. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Off the play fake, Prescott finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. That is caught inside the 5. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Cousins now to throw on first down, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. Now Cousins. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. David Irving in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Now the 4th-year man from Oklahoma, Tress Way, on to punt. Lucky Whitehead back deep for Dallas. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So it'll be first down here after the run. Here's Prescott. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. Going right side. He has Witten. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 23 yards on the play. They go play action here on first down. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Down carry by Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Corey Grant his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it? It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive. Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help. Cousins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 13 and also a first down. And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done. Now they'll run it on the toss. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going. They go play action. Cousins. Dancing to his left. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can. Now they'll run it on the toss. That good for 22 and a first down. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in. And here now it's second and goal, ball on the 7-yard line. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now. They'll try to run it in with Marshall. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Keith Marshall with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Redskins have made this a one-score game. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Reminder, a couple of good games still to come. Later tonight, it's the Steelers on the road in Detroit taking on the Lions. Then Monday night, the costumes will be in full force in Kansas City, I'm sure, as on the day before Halloween, we'll see the Chiefs play host to their AFC West rivals, the Broncos.
And wasn't it just a couple years ago, those two played a night game that was won by the Broncos on a fumble return with like 20 seconds to go?
Absolutely, that was a thriller. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On second down, Elliott. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it in every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. A dump off to Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Bailey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. First down, here's Cousins, and that is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Again, it's Elliott. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
To throw is Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And the play clock's running down. And with the play clock winding down, Jay Gruden's going to use a timeout. He'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Now a second down throw for Cousins. Over the middle here to Brown. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back. But it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it, and he's able to recover it for his squad.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On third down, Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion. I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. This is Marshall. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. Second down, Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Throwing, Cousins. And this is pulled in by Pryor for a Redskin touchdown. Terrell Pryor, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. They're going to try and run. Able to spin free. And he will not make it to the goal line. He'll come up short. And they'll be unable to get this back within one score as it stays a 9-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Whitehead, the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Elliott running right. And some space. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. The 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Now it's Chris Thompson on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
3rd and long for Cousins. He's going to rifle one deep left. He's got a man complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Cousins on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Tanner Vallejo in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. And they'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. He completes it to Bryant. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard, right near the 39. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for him.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Down throw for Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Zach Brown in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now the former Redskin 1,000-yard man. This is Alfred Morris. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Steps away to his left. This one complete to Niles Paul. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to spring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trent Murphy in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott now. Throwing left side, it's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got Green. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Cousins now on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Green. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a 10-yard pickup and it moves the chains. And here's Marshall. Looking to spin. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. To throw is Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Buying time to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think
and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They start on the ground with Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. On the counter, Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll give to Elliott. And he's going to get to the 31. Enough for the 1st down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So following the penalty, now 1st and 5. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. After the penalty, it's Elliott. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
The give is to Elliott. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Bailey now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Now Cousins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stopped short of the 30. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 7 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Again, it's Cousins. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Cousins to throw it.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Working out of the gun, Cousins muscles him off. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And they will line up now for the 2-point try. They'll throw again. Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Here's Elliott, and some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Elliott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. This is Elliott. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. Now Elliott. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys
I'm a little
skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Cowboys, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City.